Alright. You gotta begin this. Okay. Let me just check some things real quick. Okay. What's going on, Sportex? How you doing? Alright, now, you guys might be wondering why I'm making a Zafina guide. Well, it's just like with the League guide, I'm doing it for a friend of mine. Now, I'm gonna wait for her, excuse me, I'm gonna wait for her to come in and we can begin. But how are y'all doing today? What's going on, Smiling? And again, congratulations on 100 subscribers. I appreciate that. But I guess while I'm waiting, I guess I can just see if she has any like anything good punishment wise. So that's 13, that's 10, 16, 17. Okay. How fast is that? 18. Okay, that's not a punish. Yeah, no problem, man, no problem. I can never get that for some reason. What the? I can never seem to get this just frame properly. That's weird. But yeah, guys, I'll start in just a second. I'm just waiting for her to come in. Now I want Nayland to be in here as well because he's a Zafina player as well. Wow, what do you know? Zafina, I mean not Zafina. Nayland, what's going on? I'm deciding to make a Zafina guide for a friend of mine. So Nayland, since you play Zafina, you could probably help me out a little bit. I would appreciate that. I can never hit this damn thing in freaking matches for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just not good at it. Can I like match it or something? What? Dude, I'm literally mashing it. You can mash this? Wait, dude, don't tell me you actually can. Hang on a minute. I'm stupid. You can freaking mash this. I was literally doing it and trying to hit 1+2 at the right time. Wow, dude. Okay. Well, guys, I just learned something. That you can actually mash out her back one. I didn't know that. Oh, Nayland, how you doing today, by the way? And again, I'm gonna try my best to do this because I'm not the most knowledgeable on Zafina, but I have some idea. Sarah, there you are. All right. I guess we can now begin. So, I guess first we can talk about the strengths of Zafina. And first things first, the best thing that Zafina has, in my opinion, is the movement. Her movement is godlike. It's one of the best in the game, in my opinion, at least. What's going on, Poochie? Thank you for the like. How you doing today? But yeah, her movement is godlike. When I started playing Zafina, I was like amazed because I was actually playing a little bit of rank match with her earlier, and Jesus Christ, you have no idea how much I can evade with this backdash and this sidestep. This movement alone is the reason why I want to play Zafina. That's the reason alone. And combining this with her super long range down forward 2, it's already pretty scary. If you combine her movement with this down forward 2, Jesus Christ, you have one hell of a whiff punish character. Now sure, her down forward 2 is 16 frames, but that's not going to stop it. It's still a very good down forward 2. What's going on, Jess? How you doing? Well, yeah, I can help you out too, Jess, if you want. But, yeah, her movement and her down forward 2 is godlike. Her poking is actually not half bad either. She has a pretty good down forward 1, except the only problem with it really is that it's -5 on block. That is kind of a problem, but there are extensions to keep the opponent guessing. So always keep that in mind. But every extension that you do after her down forward 1 has risks. Both these mids are unsafe, and this is high. Keep that in mind. But she also has amazing lows. Her lows are incredible. Down 3, super good low. Back 1+2, super annoying long range low. Hits from across the stage. I'm going to talk about more about these lows maybe when I get into the move list analysis section. That's what I call it. Because I normally go through each move individually, unless if a move is completely useless, I'm not even going to talk about it. But I'll talk about these moves more, but she has a... she also has a full crouch down forward 3, correct? Yep. She also has pretty good get-in tools. She has 3 good tools in my opinion. She has... all of her forward moves are really good. All of them. To get in, she has great options. She has 2 homing moves from here. 4-4-2, which is high and plus on block. And then you have a long range mid homing move that's mid and safe on block. That's really good. And her 4-4-3 is also a really good move. You can go into I keep forgetting what fucking stance this is called. Hey Neil, what is this stance called again? Do you know? I'm not gonna remember all these stance names, but you can go into this stance afterwards. And if you don't want to go into a stance, you can just hold back. And it gives you the exact same frames. +9 on hit, +4 on block. That's really good. Scarecrow? Okay, thank you. So you get to go into Scarecrow stance afterwards. And you can do mix-ups. Right? Okay, so that's another key move. This move is godlike. And she also has 4-4-3+4. Super long range mid, knockdown, wall splat. It's -11 on block, but you can always go into stance afterwards. Yeah, this stance. Is this stance Tarantula? I don't remember. What's going on, area? But yeah, this is another great move. Another amazing move. So yeah, so she can get in on you. If she wants to get in on you, I'm sorry, she can with these great moves. All these moves are amazing. All of them. Oh, that's Mantis? Okay, got it. Mantis. Scarecrow. This is Mantis. Okay, I got it. But, yeah. These moves are really good. So these are just a couple things she has. She has pretty good pokes. Her lows are great. Her whiff punishment with her down forward 2 is amazing. Her movement is godlike. She has great get-in tools. And she's also, not only that, but she's also has a great confusion. I mean, these annoying moves that she has, all these strings and stuff, and then you have these, no, not that. You have these funny goofing lows. She's also a very confusion type of character. I mean, her snake edge, just look at this animation. This is a weird ass animation for a snake edge. It's really, she's very confusion based as well. So you can play Zafina very fundamentally. She's really good at that. And also, you can play her very gimmicky confusion based. That can work as well. Now, if the opponent doesn't know the matchup, Zafina, you will get mud stomped by this character. And also, her combo damage is decent. In the open, it's not the best. But once you get a wall, then it's gonna hurt. 83 damage. That's almost 50%. That's a good move. I mean, yeah, that's the thing, Jess. If you don't know this bullshit that she has in these stances, she's gonna destroy you. But if you do know it, you can deal with it, but it's still gonna be annoying. Trust me. I remember when I played against Nayland and he did all these strings, stuff like this. I got blown up. So, it happens to me all the time. Now, I guess we could talk about her punishment. Her punishment is not that great, unfortunately. She has a good 10 frame punish and 1-3. This is really good. It's 21 damage, and you get +7. You get +7 on hit into Scarecrow. And on hit, 1+2, I'm pretty sure is uninterruptible, and it puts you at +6. This move is also amazing. I guess we could talk about this move real quick. It's a really fast mid, knockdown. I think that's guaranteed on hit. As y'all saw, +6 on block, that's enormous. And on counter hit, class 1 launcher. This move is amazing. Another really good move. Really good. I don't know if it hits grounded though, let me see. Yep, it hits grounded too. So after this, that's uninterruptible. That's really, really good. And you can do more pressure from here. You have lows from here as well. She has a snake edge from here, even though it's -23. Yeah, I remember you telling me that area in another stream. I think you told me that in Sarah's stream. But yeah, her 1-3 is a good 10 frame punish. For 12 frame, I don't think she has anything, if I'm right. Naylin, do you know if Zafina has a 12 frame punish? I don't think she does. I think you're gonna still use 1-3. Or you have 1-4 as well. That puts you at +2 into this stance. Pooch, you still hiding. But yeah, you can do one of these options for a 10 frame punish. You don't think so? Okay. So for 13 frames, I know that she has down forward 1-4, or I think down for 1-2. Yeah, you have these options, but honestly, I think I would just do 1-3, honestly. Except down for 1-4 does do more damage, and it still puts you at +12. That's still a huge advantage. And combined with her super long range lows, she has a pretty decent mix up from here. So. Oh, okay, I got you. Area, you're fine. Don't worry about it. For 14 frame, I don't think she has shit. I don't think. And actually, I'll mention this as well. One of her weaknesses is that she does not have a standing 15 frame launcher. As far as I know, she doesn't have a 50 frame launcher from standing. Her down forward 2, like I said earlier, is 16 frames. So it's 1 frame slower. So as a punisher, that is a problem. But combined with it has really good range though. The range is amazing, and you do get some decent combos from it. That's still a lot of damage. Even though I messed it up, that's still a lot of damage. And unfortunately, her hop kick is also 7. Her hop kick sucks in my opinion, because it's still -13 on block, just like any other hop kick. It's 17 frames, so it's incredibly slow. And it's still, you'd think maybe it would have great range to make up for the slow speed like down forward 2, but it doesn't. So honestly, I think her hop kick is garbage, in my opinion. And I don't think it tracks either way either. So yeah, her hop kick sucks. I think the down forward 2 is the better move. The only reason why I would use hop kick over down forward 2 is obviously because it low crushes, which is always nice, but again, I would just rather use down forward 2. So yeah, her punishment can be kind of wonky sometimes. And then her while standing punishment. 11 frame, you get while standing 4. It's really good because it's +7 on hit. Most while standing 4s I think are like +5 or 6, but hers is slightly more plus. And 18 damage, that's still not bad at all. You have good options afterwards. Yeah, her hop kick sucks in my opinion. It's one of the worst in the game, I would think. I don't think it is the worst, but I think Kazumi's is worse, but it's still really bad. But after 11 frames, I don't think she has anything up from 14 frames. But she does have a 15 frame while standing launcher while standing 1-2. That's really good. But because the first hit, as you see, it puts them in this state. And the second hit will start to scale. So from her while standing 1-2, Zafina just doesn't get a shitload of damage outside of a wall. And if you get a wall, you get a lot of damage. But while standing 1-2 just does not do a shitload of damage because the first hit puts you in like an airborne state. So unfortunately, you don't get a fuckload of damage from a while standing 1-2. So that is a problem. And the second hit is -13. Before you are doing wall combo, what is her wall one? What do you mean, Jess? Are you talking about... If you're talking about her combo in the open, this is what I do. If that's what you're talking about, that's her bread and butter combo. Like from her hop kick or down forward 2 or whatever. Oh wait, that doesn't hit after a hop kick? Wow, her hop kick really is trash. Jesus Christ. Okay, but anyway, I will mention also for 18 frames you have while standing 2, which is a pretty high launcher. But unfortunately, for some reason, you can't do up forward 1 afterwards. That doesn't make sense because it launches higher, but... I don't know the best combo from here yet, unfortunately, but I think you can get some good damage from while staying too. It's minus 14 on block as well, so keep that in mind. But it does hit grounded, as you guys saw. But another thing that you can do with her while standing too is you can do this. You can do like a backwards roll. Some Zafina players like to do this because if you do this, let me roll backwards like that. Hang on a minute. I'm so used to Soul Calibur as of right now. Okay. So if I try to do a Punisher here, if I try to do it, because it is minus 14. You see, it'll miss. But as you guys see on the frame data, this, if you do this, is minus 40. And she's an Mantis, so she can't block. So if the opponent knows you're gonna do this, they can just run up and do a punish on you. If the opponent knows you're gonna do that. It is a mix-up though, but there are Zafinas who will do this. See, that was a punish. Run up down 4-2. So yeah, it's very unsafe. Extremely punishable. But again, if the opponent doesn't know you're gonna do that, you can mix it up. But the problem is that if you do that, you don't get a combo anymore. So honestly, I don't think this is that good, honestly. I think I would just rather do this and get the I'll take it being minus 14. I'll take it. So I honestly think this is useless. Unless if the opponent, I don't know. I don't see much use for that. But as a Punisher, you do have that. Let's see. So that's really her punishment. So yeah, her punishment is not amazing, unfortunately, but Zafina can't be amazing at everything. She has to have weaknesses, you know, because her movement and fundamentals are very good. And her stances are pretty decent as well. Not the best, but they're okay. I wouldn't say it's as good as Lei though. But let's see. So we talked about her good strengths. One of her weaknesses, I said, is that her punishment can be kind of wonky. And her frames are just, they're not the best. Her frames could be slightly better, I would say. I don't know. While saying too, I would just mainly use it as a Punisher. I don't know. But I guess maybe we can go for the move list, I guess. Just talk about moves that I think need to be mentioned. Because I'm not going to remember every single move Zafina has. Oh yeah, rage stuff. We'll talk about her rage stuff real quick. So, her rage art is nothing really special. I guess I could show you guys what it looks like. It looks pretty cool though. But other than it looking kind of cool, there's not a whole lot to her rage art. But her rage drive is very interesting, but I do not think her rage drive is that good. Her rage drive is done by pressing 4, 2 plus 3. Now this is a launcher, obviously, as you guys can tell. It's a lot of damage. Again, you get a lot of damage from it. I mean, you can do that as well as 4 ticks. I dropped the combo because I suck. I missed it. Hang on a minute. Yep, there you go. But anyway, the rage drive, what is it on block? Let me see. I think it's heavily plus. Yeah, you see? You get a huge advantage on block. What's going on, Hunter? But yeah, it gives huge advantage on block. And interestingly, if you hit with this, let's say during combos, if I can hit a combo. Okay, that's not gonna work. Maybe next to a wall it'll work. It's really interesting what it'll do. Oh my god. You see how it stands them back up again? So you can use that in certain wall combos to get a lot of damage. No problem, sir. I'll see you later. I'll continue doing the guide just so you can watch it again later. But yeah, have a good day. I'll talk to you later. Now what was I saying? Oh yes, rage drive. So yeah, you can use the rage drive in wall combos and stuff like that, and it's heavily plus on block. But here's the big problem with this rage drive. If you whiff this rage drive, you see how slow Zafina recovers afterwards? This thing literally is death on whiff. If you whiff this rage drive, you're dead. It's done. You lost the whole game. And I think you're probably, you can even sidestep it. I think you can. I think. But maybe I'm just second guessing myself. Okay, maybe it tracks that way. Maybe it does track, I don't know. Oh wow, okay. Maybe it does track, okay. Okay. Okay, then never mind. Forget what I said about that. It actually has pretty good tracking. I didn't know that. So again, I'm learning too. But again, if you whip this thing, you're dead. You see how slowly Zafina recovers. So that's why I think that her rage drive is not that good. Because if you mess up and whiff it, you're gonna lose the whole game. But yeah, that's her rage stuff. I guess now we can go through the move list. Her 1-2 is nothing really too special. But her 1-2 kind of sucks though, because on block, as you can see, 1-2 is -4. Most 1-2s in this game are -1, or maybe -2. But hers, again, -4, so... You have an extension afterwards though, kind of like the 1-3, but I'm not sure if the frames are as good. Oh wow, the frames are even better. It's 0 on block into, stance. But the problem is that if, let's say you hold back afterwards, and you cancel it, you're -9. And it's a high. So honestly, I personally think this string is garbage. I don't see much use for it. I talked about both those. Hang on. I talked about those moves in the punishment section. 2-1-3. I think this string also sucks. It is very gimmicky. Again, if people, this is one of those strings that Zafina has where if the opponent doesn't know the matchup, you're gonna get away with it. But the thing is like, even if you hit them with the low, you only get 17 damage and a knockdown. That's not a huge reward in my opinion. And on block, this is -17. It's launch punishable, and you're in Tarantula stance. So I don't know. I just don't see much use for that string. I think that string is useless. 2-2 1+2. This string is okay. The whole thing is safe on block, but I don't see this string be very good either. Can you like step in between? I think you could step in between that, can't you? Let me see. Yeah, see? You can step in between that. Okay, you have to step left. But you can evade this, and it's so slow. You see that? You can interrupt them. I don't find that string that good. Okay, Hunter. 1+2. This string is actually kind of interesting. The first move on itself is actually a counter hit launcher, which is very interesting. It's +4 on hit, which is okay, and it's -12 on block with extensions. That's not too bad. But the whole thing is not natural. This is natural. Whole string's only -11, and on counter hit, the whole thing is guaranteed, and it's a launcher. That's pretty good, right? But the thing is that on block, if the opponent decides to commit to the whole thing, I'm pretty sure, yep, as you guys can see, you can interrupt Zafina before the mid comes out. And and even if the opponent, let's say, tries to do the second hit, thinking maybe you'll do that, that's also -10, I'm pretty sure. Yep, -10, so you'll still be able to punish. So if the opponent decides to do 1+2 4, you can punish both the options with a jab. Some people did not know that, but you can do that. And if let's say they just do the first hit, again, -12, so you're even more unsafe than you were instead of doing the whole string. And even if you block the last hit, you're still -11. Now, if you couldn't interrupt this string, then honestly, it wouldn't actually be half bad because, you know, counter hit launcher and only minus 11. But because of that, you know, the string definitely has risks. She has a lot of really risky strings. This string I think sucks as well. 4-2-3 is mainly used in combos, but again, if the opponent doesn't know, you can get away with this string quite a bit. The last hit, as you see, has big pushback, but it's minus 18. Again, just so punishable. And the pushback is just not, and there's not a, it's not like there's a fuckload of pushback on this move. You know? But again, I think it's mainly used in combos. And the second hit, you can duck on block. You have to recognize the first hit, duck the second hit, and you'll be golden, and you'll be able to beat both the options from here. So again, just not a good string in my opinion, outside of combos. 4-3, this one was kind of whatever in my opinion. It's a very slow, high launcher that puts you in, Scarecrow. What is it on block, I think? It's -1 on block, which is not terrible. And it is a launcher, and it has good range too. So maybe as a whiff punisher, but even then, you have down forward too, which is way better in my opinion. But this one was just kind of whatever. I don't see much, I don't know. But you can also cancel it. And again, the frames are exactly the same, so I don't know. Hey, you know, Nayland, do you know any use for this move, 4-3? Do you know? Or am I just lost? I just don't see the main use for this move. I find it to be kind of whatever. But if you have a use for it, you can tell me. 4-4. Oh yeah. Okay. So as a 14 frame punish, I didn't mention this, but you can actually use this, and you do get guaranteed follow-ups. You can do either back 3 or down back 4-2. Not terrible. You know, you get a knockdown for wake-ups. Has pretty good range. I'm not sure if it's homing. It's not homing, unfortunately. I wish it was homing. You know, it screws, it's fast, it's safe. No. A poke? Yeah, Poochie, very funny. That's way too slow for a poke. But yeah, 4-4, not a bad move. It's usable. Forward 1+2. This move can be used as actually no. This move can be used as a whiff punisher if you want, because it is a wall bounce, and it is -10 on block, so it's not terribly bad on block. But the range could be better in my opinion. It's relatively fast, but I don't know. You're funny, Poochie. But yeah, -10, but it does have a little bit of pushback, so if you combine it at a certain range, maybe it can be relatively safe. Like from here. See, jabs won't reach there. Some jabs won't. Characters with short range jabs, that's not gonna reach. But again, it can be hard to react to because it's a very fast move. Most people are not gonna know that's -10. Okay, down for 1. This is extremely important. You know, it's your classic mid poke. It's 13 frames. It's +7 on hit, which is a lot. But again, -5 on block. That's not very good. That's actually really bad. Even with the extensions, still, -5 is just not good. All the extensions on their own, in combos they're good, but on their own, they are very risky. Down for 1-4, if the opponent's spamming that, you can duck it. But it is safe, so keep that in mind. Down for 1-2 is -13. And the last hit is also -13. So you're taking risks. This whole string is only used really in combos. For like the end of wall combos. Like that. Other than that, I don't see much use for these strings. Outside of mixing, but if you're gonna mix the opponent up though, it's good. If you're gonna mix it up. But again, you are taking a big risk. There's some risk involved with these strings. If the opponent catches you. Down 4-2, I talked about that earlier. Super good down 4-2. One of the best ones in the game in my opinion. It is -12 on block though also. I forgot to mention that, but keep that in mind. Down 4-3-4, I think this move sucks because it's mid-high. And this kick, just, you know, it's very easy to telegraph in my opinion. You do get this guaranteed into wake-ups, but you can duck the second hit and kill Zafina. And there is a low mix-up here, but again, it's a low. It's a high and a low, so you'll be able to block the low as well. And the low is minus 14. This little low here doesn't really do much. And it's only +1, so it's not like you're getting a huge advantage from it anyway. So honestly, I think this string sucks. Down forward 4-1 and down forward 4-2, these are really only used in combos. Other than that, I don't see much use for it. Down forward 1+2, this one is really interesting. It's a really fucking slow mid launcher. But it is, I think it's safe on block, isn't it? I think it's -9. Yeah, perfectly safe on block. Homing, long range, mid launcher. That's very interesting, but as you can see, it is so fucking slow. You see how slow it is? So I don't know when you're ever gonna hit that with it. You're not gonna hit that. When are you ever gonna hit this? You know? But you see, it can high crush though. As you see, she does duck down a little bit. So it can high crush, but other than that, again, I just don't really see a huge use for that move. Yeah, 36 frames. That is way too slow to be considered a super good mid launcher. Down 1-1. This move seems kind of whatever in my opinion. It's not a natural combo. Second hit's -12. What does it do on counter hit? It just does that. I want to see if this wall splats. Nope, it doesn't. Can you get anything though? Nope. This move doesn't seem that good. Maybe in combos, maybe? Let me see. Nah. That string kind of sucks. This string is kind of interesting. The first two hits I think are natural. Yeah, they're natural. And it has good range. You can do mix-ups afterwards if you want. But again, the frames are so bad. On hit and on block, it's -22. What's going on, Rabbit? How you doing, buddy? Last hit is -13. But I think, isn't the last hit supposed to be a launcher? Let me see. Wow, the range on this string is actually really good. Forgot. Hang, you know what? Let me put it on counter hit.